Well, I may be live. All of the best laid plans don't go exactly as planned if I am live. Pardon me as I get things set up here. This is the first time we've done this type of show. Kind of excited about it. Kind of nervous about it. Kind of wondering if I'm live at all. I'm going to double check a couple places. I have a little time, right? Like I have a little time to sit back here and ponder the cosmos. Switch accounts. Let's check out. Oh, come on. This is the real frustration. It's been interesting getting this started. I'm trying all of the things to see if I'm live anywhere. Okay, there's the preview. All right. All right, I see a preview. That's a good sign. Does it say I'm live? We're doing a different method because we want to show off Switchboard Live today. Yay! At least Facebook says I'm live. Had a nifty little intro and everything, but that didn't quite show up. So bear with us. That is not a flattering face that's stuck on. Oh, I love my life. Have I mentioned how much I love live video production? I really do. It's for these moments that aren't perfect, that we do our best, we figure things out, and we learn something new in the process that makes it all worth it. So now that I can confirm at least one person is watching, I'm going to pin this to the top of the page. I'm going to say thank you for joining in and welcome to the very first episode. That sounds like it's going to go on forever, doesn't it? Well, the first iteration of what is Streamed. And Streamed is a brainchild of the natural evolution of things that we're doing here. Like, we do production on a weekly basis. We do it for multiple shows. There are a lot of partners and a lot of people that we're working with. There's a lot of tools that we use, right? And it's high time that we show off what we've done and what we use and share a little bit of it and teach people along the way. So that is a little bit of the thoughts of what this is. If you don't know who I am, I apologize. I got a little rough start, a little strange introduction. I'm Jenn Nelson. I am one of the co-founders of Vitmug Productions and Media Company. We are a full-service live stream production company, and we do everything, we like to say, from conception to repurposing. And as you guys know, in the live streaming community, this is quickly evolving. And live streaming is not just enough to sit here and go live, right? There needs to be added elements. And it doesn't always mean graphics. It doesn't always mean the biggest and best things, but it does mean maximizing your live stream. And that's what we have learned over the years and what we're providing as Vitmug. It's figuring out live streaming and making it work for your business. So I'm going to check out on Facebook and see who's here. Thanks some people for coming by. Hello, Alfredo. Oh, tricked comments in Facebook, right? I thought it was Alfredo, but it is not. I see there are at least two people watching. So if you're out there watching, let me know who's there, because I cannot see otherwise. And just put a comment in there. Let me know who's watching. I would greatly appreciate that, because otherwise I feel like I'm talking to myself. And that's crazy. I am going to do a little bit of a walkthrough today, because this is kind of an exciting time with Switchboard Live. They have changed a lot of their plans. They've always had an individual or basic free platform, free service, right? Rudy J. Ellis is the owner, the CEO behind Switchboard Live, and they have introduced a creator plan, right? And I'm going to show you a little bit of a graphic of what that looks like before we get started. And it looks like maybe I can switch. Looks like this. And I don't know why that keeps popping up. Here we go. That helps me. So this is the starter, which everybody knows of, is that free plan. And these are the options you get on the free plan, right? And if you want to see this information, if you want to know where that is coming from, I've got a little something here for you. And I'm working through some of the kinks here, and I appreciate your patience. I'm trying to set this stage up. I'm trying to get people to understand what this new show is, what this streamed is. It's this look behind the curtain of production for everybody. So I have a link for you guys in order to, I got to move it up here. Let me just do that real quick. Like, here we go. So this is your way to check out what's going on in terms of what you get as a starter and or as an individual, which is their new plan. And that's at that $25 price. So you head over to https://vmug.pro, which is our new shortened tag. So a lot of the links that we're sending you through, that's going to have that vmug.pro. And this is Switchboard Creator. And this is this whole new plan. This is the individual. This is where we've been living, right? We as producers have been living under this creator plan. And it's served us very well. And today, I'm going to walk you through a free account and see what you get and what limitations there are in terms of setting up destinations. I'm not going to walk through how to register, how to log on. I can tell you that you put in a title here or you do this here, but I really want to get down to the destinations and how you work with those destinations, because that's the most important thing. Switchboard Live is a cloud-based multi-streaming platform. It helps you take one feed like OBS provides you, which is a free switching and encoding software. It's much better on the encoding side, to get that one feed out to multiple destinations. So Facebook or YouTube and Twitch or YouTube and Periscope, getting that out to multiple destinations. And lots of live streamers want to know how to do that. So before I get into that demo portion, I'm just going to check out and see who's here, see if anybody popped any comments in. Hey, Donna, thanks for coming by. I'm just doing a little demo here. I appreciate you stopping in. It was a little bit of a late start today, but I am going to walk through this demo of the free plan of Switchboard Live with destinations, as well as the individual, which is at the $25 price point for Switchboard Live. So let me see if I can cue this up a little bit, and we can go from there, maybe. Let's see if we can give this a shot. I appreciate everybody that's come by, even though it's a little bit later than I expected, a little bit later than I even expected, but I appreciate you that are here. And if you find any value or you think this might be something interesting that you'd like to share out with your community, your tribe, your personal page, would love to have a share, and appreciate you guys stopping by for this very inaugural live stream. So with that, I'm going to get into doing a little bit of a demo here for Switchboard Live. Hello. Welcome everybody. My name is Jenn Nelson. I am one of the co-founders of Vitmug Productions, where we provide live streaming solutions from conception to repurposing. It's taking this live streaming thing and bringing it into the digital space. Today I'm going to take you through a walkthrough of both the Switchboard Live Creator plan, which has two components to it. It has a free component to it, and it has an individual component that sits at the $25 price point. So I'm very excited to be here, and I'm going to go ahead and show you my desktop, because that's how all good stories start. All right, let's see if we can get this going. There we go. All right, enjoy my desktop, everybody. This is a beautiful picture of I'm not sure where, because it's Microsoft, and I appreciate that Microsoft provides things like that. Oh, everybody take a look at my Trello. If you didn't know, I use Trello as well. So I have this here on Chrome. I have the paid version. This is the individual plan. This is at the $25 price point, right? So this has custom RTMPs. It has streaming to multiple destinations. It has different settings for streaming at different... I actually have a thing for this. Let me not talk like I know what I'm doing or whatnot. Let me just be honest. At the individual plan, there are tiny bits of text here. But here is what you get at the $25 price plan. There's also this that gives a lovely breakdown of what you get between the starter and the individual. So you're getting, no matter where you are, a 14-day free trial. You're getting unlimited streaming. You're getting more destinations with that $25 price point versus the free. But I always encourage people to start out as free, right? You got 14 days, test things out at the free scale, and then move from there. You get the scheduler, you get the activities. The one thing, the biggest thing that you get at that $25 price point is that custom RTMP, which makes so much easier in terms of streaming. So I'm going to switch back over here and go through the appropriate free. So here we are. This is I literally just signed up on a free account because I have a paid account. So I've just signed up on a free account, and there's this great little tutorial that you can go through at your leisure, right? You can connect through the tutorial, check it out. It's probably going to show you which all of the items are, and I highly recommend doing this. You can sign up for your free account, right, at switchboard.live, and give it a try. 14-day trial, seriously. It'll open your world to what is multi-destination streaming. And that's really what Switchboard focuses on. It focuses on the enterprise level and the individual level now with this new opening of the free plan, which is the starter, and as the individual, right? Gives you this option to stream out to multiple destinations. So you get a 14-day trial from going to switchboard.live, and then you go from here. You connect to this tutorial. I just did this right before I went live. So here's next. And I'm going to skip the rest of it because, as you can see, it's going to take you through all the sections. And I know the sections. And that's not what this is about today. Today, this is about going through the destinations. And I want to show you the limitations. So all of these areas right over here, these are the destinations you can stream to. There's also other destinations, and it's showing up right here. There's many of which I don't even know, like Live Beats, never heard of that. Smashcast, I have not heard of that either. And then look, a couple more are coming soon. So these are all the destinations. They have put the ones that are most used right here, and these are what you call preset destinations. So they've got it all hooked up for you for Periscope, for Facebook, for YouTube. They even have a YouTube 1080, which is on you can access on the paid or individual account where you can stream to HD, right? YouTube HD. So I'm going to show you how to set up a preset destination here on the free account. So what you can do is, first thing you can do is you're going to name it. So I'm going to name this test all real time, test YouTube, right? And you go to next, and you go to next. And this is going to take you through the process, right, of setting up your YouTube account. You're going to need to sign into the account that you go to, that you usually have, that you already have a pre-set up YouTube destination, right? You're going to go through all of this. It's going to connect, and it's going to say, yes, please allow me to connect. And I can even show you what it would look like if there's another one. Good. There is another one. I'm going to cancel out of that, and I'm going to show you what it looks like on the other end. So I have a YouTube or two destinations. I have a few, quite a few. Let's do this one. And I will show you done. So by the time it comes out, it looks something like this. And you will have to make sure that you put in all the information. But the best part about this, right, is it takes care of that stream key and all of that information on the back end. It is smart enough and automatic enough that it takes care of all of that on the back end. The only time you have to set up that stream key and that destination address is when you do a custom RTMP. So that I can walk through probably a better example on Facebook, because I'm already logged on to Facebook, and it would, well, it may be easy. Let's give it a try. Let's give Facebook a try. And of course, did I really lose it? I love walkthroughs. I love this. Oh, watch me go find IE. Internet Explorer. That's what I get for maybe Xing out a little too quickly. Getting excited over here. I'll show you how to log in, right? That's what happens when you're live. Switchboard. You gonna work with me? Switchboard. This is all either user error, by the way. Okay. Ah, I did that before. I really do know what I'm talking about, I swear. Let's try that. There we go. Log in. Because I have two separate accounts here. That's why I'm using two different browsers. Oh, that's... Let's see if I remember. Yay! Winning! All right. So let's try. Yes. Oh, apparently it comes back up. Skip. Let's try Facebook. Let's do that. So you go Facebook. Next. And I like to title them the destinations. Like if you're working for multiple clients or you're doing different programs, like you like to title it like Facebook Vitmug, Facebook Wine Antics, which is my other personality, right? Maybe, and this is where you would log in. And I can try to log in, but I'm already connected to another account. What I want to stress is once you log in to any of these credentials, it's going to automatically take care of it as long as you go through the process. They have really simplified this. And I know that I'm like missing this integration for you, but if you follow the steps, all the interfaces look very similar. Like you saw the Google interface. You've now seen the Facebook interface. You log on, you give Joycaster or Switchboard Live. Joycaster is what it was previously named. And now it's Switchboard.live or Switchboard Live. It takes you through the entire process. It really makes these preset destinations super simple. All right. So I can show you on this side. And this is why I'm messing my world up. I feel like it all right. I'm good. So my Facebook destination, I have a couple different Facebook. You know, my partner is Jonathan Tripp. His is here. Here's my Wine Antics page. Done. As you can see, you're starting to stack up different things. Now, Facebook has terms of service where you are not able to stream to YouTube and Facebook at the same time like this. So you're not going to be able to do multi-streaming at this level here. Okay. I just want to give you that warning. The next thing I want to do is I want to show you a custom RTMP. And you really need to know how to access your custom RTMP before getting into this. I can show you a previous one. I'm going to pop this up on the screen. This is Facebook's new interface and how you schedule live streams. You may have seen something like this in trying to go live, where you'll see these two boxes pop up, right? This is your server URL, and this is your stream key. You need to make sure every event has its own stream key. The server URL, if you're on Facebook and you see this Facebook, it's never going to change. But this stream key is going to change for every time you create an event or create a live event. So that's where the new API for Facebook is, and where you can pull your stream key. If you try to go live from Facebook, from the desktop, because this is all a desktop option here, you will see something like, do you want to go from Facebook just the way it is, or do you want to use a third party? There's an option at the top of this screen, right above connect your live stream via the live API. There's usually a toggle when you try to use Facebook Live from the desktop. So you will toggle on to that third party option like OBS or Wirecast or vMix, and it'll pop up like this. This is where you can get your stream key specifically for Facebook. Now there are different options on both or on any other platform. There is about three let's just put it this way. On Periscope, it is completely buried under your settings. There is Twitch. Twitch has your stream key. Facebook has a stream key and a URL. All of these different destinations, except if you're thinking about the big players, except Instagram. You will not be able to pull a stream key from Instagram. That we're still waiting on that. So when you set an event, for example, in Facebook, or you want to stream to YouTube outside of this preset, like you have an event, you can have events on YouTube, and you can pull your stream key and URL from there. You go over here, and this is only available on the paid tier plan. So at the $25 level, and you will go over to this corner, and I want to give you guys the information to check out how to connect with that. So here is that information up at the top there. If you want to check out the individual plan, like I showed you earlier, individual plan versus the starter plan, which is the free plan. But this custom RTMP is only available on the individual plan. And you can see we've done a few of them in the past. And these are all very specific events, right? This was, and I can show you, it's not a big deal. I can show you, it was Let's Live Stream on the 4th, right? Okay. You will come over here and you will add a new destination. So the destination name, we've started naming it very specifically to what the event is. For example, if it were for streamed, this event, it would be streamed and it would be the date 10/10/17, because we just do a lot of events. We need to categorize things better, right? Then your the RTMP address, I'm going to pop back over here and I'm going to show you in Facebook, for example, is this server URL. Lots of people get confused by this, and I completely understand. It is the server URL, and I just think I try to go in order, right? I try to keep it simple, and I try to go in order. So the first things first, and then the second thing. There's a couple different things on here that can seem a little bit confusing, but the only actual important information that you need to fill out is this destination name, and that's for your use, your RTMP address or server URL, which you saw in the previous one, and then that stream key. That stream key is the important one. Like if you gave out your event stream key, your live event is stream key, anybody in the world could stream to that event. The one I gave out just previously was from a past event and is no longer valid. But let me show you again what that stream name or stream key looks like. And Facebook, it says stream key. Some of them will say, some of the more technical sides will say RTMP address, or will say RTMP stream name, or it'll say stream name or stream address. So you have to really try to think of it as simply as possible, and after time you'll just realize what actually works and what doesn't. Like most of the URLs look like a URL, right? And then the stream keys, the stream names, they're a gobbledygook of numbers and letters. So that's a really basic way that I try to remember it. And I try to keep things very basic because this can get very complicated, very overwhelming. And when you're talking very technical with other people that are doing it, can get even more overwhelming. So like I said, the only things that you need to worry about are the top 3 lines, right? And when you're done filling out, you will literally click next. You will literally and figuratively, and something like this will pop up. So you'll start to have multiple destinations to start streaming to. So the point of this today was to show you what you can do on free, which you can do up to 3 destinations. You cannot have a custom RTMP, but you can start practicing. You can start giving it a try and figuring it out and using OBS to a little bit different of a degree. Remember, OBS is a free program that'll give you that encoding ability, and you can combine it with Switchboard Live and just start to give things a try and play with it and see what works. Excuse me. At the $25 price point, you're getting up to 5 destinations to stream to, and you're getting that custom RTMP. And I've showed you today how to set up a preset because you're connecting from Switchboard to social media accounts. And I've also showed you the RTMP. You have to have a little bit of knowledge coming into this. You have to understand what your destinations are, and you have to understand where to access your RTMP when you come to this. So this is a little bit more of an advanced tool, but I wanted to give you guys a understanding, a basic perspective, and a little bit of a walkthrough. We really appreciate Switchboard Live and everything that they've done. We regularly use them, and we have enjoyed it throughout the time because it's made our lives so much easier. So we're very glad to take this time today to sit down and talk you through preset destinations and RTMP destinations. I hope that you've enjoyed this time, and I appreciate you stopping by. I had a couple questions that I received earlier this week, and I was going to answer them, or do my best to answer them. Let's be honest. And I know I've kind of stepped away from the Facebook Live feed and any questions. I'm going to go over there now and check things out. It's kind of hard to walk through and do a demo. And I see Lindsay. Hi, Lindsay. Thanks for tuning in. And just check out if there's any questions and see how you guys are doing tonight. Like I said, this was a very rough first demo in trying to bring a new concept to you guys, right? Bring a new show to you guys. Give you that peek behind the Wizard of Oz curtain and answer some questions. Now, I'm going to go pop over to Trello. And I'm going to take a look at the questions I got. I actually, look how organized I'm being. Like, I sat down and I was like, I'm going to write all these questions down and I'm going to answer them, because I appreciate when I tell people that I want to do something and I'm like, how can I help you, right? And they come back to me and they say, yes, I really want to know more about this. I want to know what's going on. And I appreciate those questions. So Alfredo, who I don't know if he's had a chance to come by or not, he asked earlier in the week when I talked about doing the Switchboard Live demo, right? He said, how do I get that custom RTMP? Well, the answer now is at that individual price point, and you could check out the Switchboard Creator plans because it's one of the 2 Switchboard Creator plans at vmug.pro Switchboard Creator. You could check it out there, compare the features, and I will show it again. But the one really big thing is that you get that custom RTMP at the $25 point. It's that individual plan, right? It's going to give you the option to stream to literally any destination that you want. Wait, let me backtrack. With the exception of Instagram, because Instagram doesn't have a custom RTMP option. Busker had it. Busker got it. Periscope has it. Facebook has it. Twitch has it. YouTube has it for events. There is a preset on Switchboard where it takes care of it for you to YouTube, but it's when you want to do that event. It's when you want to do something special or when you want to control it. So that, Alfredo, is how you get that custom RTMP. Just like all good things, sometimes you got to pay for it. And Switchboard has just very recently introduced this $25 plan. So it's giving you a lot more options, a lot more control, and some really fun tools to play with. And I guess I'm a little bit of a production nerd, that I love having the control of doing events and streaming to, for example, a Facebook group, right? And having that option. The second question I got was from Ann Nugent. She said, is Switchboard similar to BeLive? And I should go back to the Facebook page. I think David tried to have this discussion. I see, and this is my opinion, that there are switchers, there are encoders, and there are multi-streamers, like multiple streaming platforms, helping you get one stream out to multiple destinations. And it's kind of funny because I can sit here and do this behind the scenes, but explaining it is very difficult. And this is probably why my ears like, you should set up a training course, and you should do this, and you should do that. And I'm like, yeah, but then that means I have to explain how I just do these things. So you have your encoding software that is sometimes also a switching software. For example, Wirecast. You can bring in audio, you can bring in visual components, you can switch between visual components, and you can stream out. So you've got that switching, moving graphics around, and you've got that encoding, taking all of that data and encoding it out. You can encode out to multiple destinations as well with Wirecast. However, that puts a taxation on your computer. The second style, or second thing, is places like BeLive, right? And even Vitpresso now, where they are a switching software. They are a limited encoding software. So you, for example, you only can go to Facebook, right? With BeLive. Right now, Vitpresso has Facebook, but it's working on YouTube. And I don't know that you can stream to both destinations at the same time. So that is primarily a switching software with a little bit of encoding, but it's very controlled encoding. All right. OBS is an encoding software. It'll let you stream out to any destination, right? Any one destination. It'll let you do slight switching components. Like you could switch between a one screen, like me with a graphic, or me alone. Very basic stuff, right? Now, Switchboard Live is a multi-streaming. It takes one feed. Hey Curtis, appreciate it. I just saw your comment, so it completely distracted me. It's like the first comment. Thank you. Switchboard Live takes one feed, takes one, like a stream from OBS, right? And brings it out to multiple destinations. So is it like BeLive? No, it's not. Because you can't add any graphics to Switchboard Live. You can't do any transitions with Switchboard Live. You can't bring on a guest with Switchboard Live. What you can do, though, is take that one stream, if you know how to connect the dots, right? Take that one stream that you could pull from OBS or Wirecast or vMix, and you can send it out to multiple destinations. For free, you can send it out to 3 different destinations. At the higher end tier, at the $25 tier, you can send it out to 5 destinations. That takes all the taxation off your computer, right? You can do similar things with vMix and Wirecast. Yes, right now I am streaming at least to Facebook, and I am attempting to stream to another destination, but I haven't done switching, encoding, and multi-streaming to different platforms with Wirecast for a very long time, because I will tell you right now, this is eating up between 80 and 100% of my CPU use. because I'm using one computer to do everything. So the biggest value that Switchboard has is that it takes all of the strain that streaming to multiple destinations puts on your computer and puts it into the cloud. They are taking care of that for you. And that is very, very important in getting up there to higher end production. That was nice. I appreciate the question, seriously, because I don't get a chance to figure out how to explain myself as often as I would like to. And I'm having fun sitting here and talking about this because it's usually just Jonathan and I, or maybe sometimes Rachel comes by or Todd comes by and get a little nerdy about it. I like sharing what I've learned throughout this time, and I hope that you found it valuable. As we go along with Streamed, we're going to get tighter in the programming. We're going to get tighter in what we serve out to you guys. I'm always going to put out, hey, I'm doing a thing on this. What do you want to know about it, right? So number one, I encourage you guys to subscribe to Vitmug. More of these events are going to happen. We plan to do them every Tuesday. I haven't set a time yet because it's been a little crazy with my wedding. Thank you, Curtis. I appreciate it. And I hope and it's gonna get better. It's gonna get smoother. You have to get through like this first show jitters because this was just an idea Friday. And now it's coming to fruition. So it's exciting. It's a little bit different. It's giving that, I look at it as the peek behind the curtain of The Wizard of Oz. Not that I think I'm something crazy and magical, right? Just you think it's very hard, but there's a lot of people that are doing it, and it can be broken down very simply, and it can be a lot of fun to see what you can push. Hi, Alfredo. Thanks for coming by. I did answer your question. Yes. That's why I have now like pinkish. It's called rose blonde. Rose blonde hair. Yeah, I have a wedding this weekend. So it's been kind of crazy. Trying to figure it all out. Get some new shows going on. Show you this peek behind the curtain of the production stuff that we do. And I like it. We really like Switchboard Live as well. We really appreciate everything that they've helped us to do and be as producers. So it's really nice to sit down and explain how to get different features, when to spend the money, when to not spend the money. Oh, and that kind of reminds me of one other thing I need to talk about too. Hold that thought of spending money. But you know, when to try out free things, right? And how to get the most out of them at that level. And then when you're ready to do more, have a trusted service to do more with it. Like we are at that $25 level plus a little bit more. And we get every dollar out of it. But you have to be ready for that. You have to be committed. You have to have that ROI. And these are all the things that we get into as Vitmug production, is like helping you to understand when it's right to spend that money, because we've gone through it all and we're doing it all on a weekly basis. I am actually the maid of honor at the wedding. So that's why I've spiffed up my hair and having a lot of fun. Alfredo, I did answer your question, by the way, and I thank you for sending that in about the custom RTMP. You get the custom RTM at the individual plan, which is that $25 a month. And I was talking about this cost of live streaming. Well, that kind of segues into Let's Live Stream. If you didn't realize, Let's Live Stream this week is all about the cost of live streaming. Jonathan Tripp talked on Talk Social News on Monday a little bit of the cost of live streaming and how much it goes into doing like a full production. It was an article about the Woodstock City Council and how they have a budget. Like they have a budget to live stream their council meetings. And it was, I think, like maybe $8,000 for the first year, including a $3,700 setup. And Jonathan just kind of talked about, is that a lot of money? Is that a lot of money to do a live stream production? One of the comments in there was, oh, you better be getting a lot of value out of something that you can do for free on your phone. And that is an honest sentiment that many people have when it comes to live streaming. Like, you could do this by phone. Why would you spend $8,000? Well, it takes a little bit more, right? Just a little bit more than what your camera can do, or your phone camera can do. Now, programs like Switcher Studio are doing some amazing things, and you can pull out a very good production, but it still costs people's time. There's still audio to contend with. There's mixers. There's thousands of dollars of equipment. Carlos Phoenix came by on Monday and talked about his cost in doing live stream production. It depends on how much equipment he brings out. I just did a quick search. Getting newer equipment, a smartphone, and a computer for live streaming, bare bones, is $1,500. But it could be more. And that depends on how many cameras you want, camera angles that you want. And that's just the visual components. So I want to encourage you guys to come by tomorrow, right? We are going to be talking about that cost of live streaming. It's 3 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow for Let's Live Stream. Jonathan and I believe I will be on. And I think that this is a very interesting idea and a very interesting topic that I really want to hear your thoughts on. Because, Jonathan and I are skewed, right? We're doing higher end production. We are doing this for other clients. And we are using different tools that are at a higher end, right? I want to hear your ideas. I want to hear your perception. I want to know what you think about what is too much money for live streaming. Where are you in live streaming? What is your cost of live streaming? So I want to thank everybody who came out today. This was a lot of fun. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, it was a lot of fun to do. It was a little stressful. Every new show is stressful like this. And I'm so glad that I got a chance to see this cycle through and share a little bit of the behind the scenes with a great program like Switchboard Live. And unless you guys have any other questions about what is going on with Switchboard Live, or what I've talked about in terms of preset destinations, like streaming out to preset destinations or RTMPs, we're going to do more. We are definitely going to do more of these types of live streams. We have many tools that we use behind the scenes, all the way from things like Trello to Google Drive to Canva. I mean, all these graphics have to be made somewhere, right? To great programs like Switchboard Live and VidPresso, and if you want to, right? Like, we can get to all of the tools we use, like the C920 that I'm using here, the very fancy lighting I have, which came from Home Depot, true story, or the Blue Yeti mic that I have. There's a great amount of things that we do to live stream every day, and you guys are no different, so we appreciate it. The church paid for, Alfredo says, the church paid for most of the equipment. I only paid around $50 just to get the little necessary wires for audio and video to work. Yeah, I'm glad the church did pay for that. I wonder how much a really small church setup costs. That's an interesting question. And maybe, Alfredo, that if you have time to join us tomorrow, or even after the Twitter chat happens, you can respond to some of those questions and talk about it and be honest. You don't have to tell exact dollars, but you can give the perspective that it's not necessarily in the matter of $100, but like to get your audio, your mixer, your microphones, not just one, right? Not just one microphone, your multiple angles in a video. It costs. It has a real cost to it. And no, not everybody has to do it, right? Not everybody has to start at that level. But it's not so easy to start so low if you're a brand. And making wise decisions and being realistic in your expectations versus your budget are all very helpful things in understanding and finding value in live streaming. So I am going to let you guys go. I appreciate you guys joining me for this inaugural event, and I hope to catch you guys next Tuesday. Don't forget about Let's Live Stream. tomorrow. Let's not. No more today. No more today. Tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific, maybe like 7 p.m. GMT. We'd love to see you out there and totally welcome you. And then again, Jonathan is on at 10 a.m. Eastern for Talk Social News on Friday, where he'll recap all of the news of live streaming and social media. Look forward to hearing what the week of live streaming has brought. All right, guys. Have a great night, and I'll catch you later.